My friend. All right, well, I would say this. The reason why we go through these different changes in the music is for this. The principle of doing spider exercises and teeter totters, just the two names I gave to this simple idea of taking each individual fret that you've got and then moving your fingers up accordingly to the four fingers that you have. On mandolin, ukulele, guitar, heck, this is even a piano exercise scale kind of derived from that. You're going to take your one finger and you're going to play on the first fret. You're going to play your two finger on the second fret, third finger on third fret, fourth finger on the fourth fret. When you look at it, we only have three different quadrants that lead up of minor seconds. So first fret to the second fret, no matter what instrument you're on, is a minor second. When you keep going in that fashion, you tend to make it all the way up to, let's say, the 12th fret, and at that point, it starts again with those notes, because we have a do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do composed of 7 notes. Well, those 7 notes are minor seconds. When we have our 1 through 12, we actually get 3 different quadrants. So the way that I like to see these things, when we're teaching, let's say, a G major on the mandolin, and we've got this note and this note, what I like to do is show how to use the first finger and the second finger and the third finger, and then the third finger and the fourth finger. So when we move this up, we quite literally take these finger constructs, 1 finger construct, 2 finger construct, 3 finger construct, G major, G major, G major. Teeter totter is what I like to call them, utilizes a right hand rhythm technique where you don't even really know what you're doing, but you develop really good right hand rhythm as a result of this. So if I was going to take this chord and play a G major, which is simply playing my first finger on the A string at the second fret, A sharp or B flat, B, and then E, F sharp, G. When I play a G, B, and a D, and then this low G, I get a G major chord, because a G, B, D, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. When I get my 1, 3, 5, I'm left with G, B, D, G, B, D. G major. So when I have that G minor, G major. So when I have this G major, I practice on playing all 3 of these so I get comfortable with that. That also works for the C major. Yeah, see how those are almost really very unique and similar? So what happens is I take these 3 and I use them with a right hand rhythm. The right hand rhythm is this. Attack on the 1 on the downbeat, and then you keep your right hand going playing 4/4. Simply playing 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack. 2. Now, notice how you can hear what I'm doing. I'm tapping my leg. 2, 3, 4. Eventually, you get rid of the leg tap, and you still have that inner feeling to play on the 1. Now, if we were to play our G here, we would then be able to play a rhythm. 2, 3, 4, 1. What I like to do is play on the 1 and then switch to my next fingering and then switch. So essentially I'm playing on the 1, switch on the 2, or the and of 1 actually. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So what I like to say is play the chord on the 1, switch on the and then keep the right hand going with a 1 switch, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. By doing this, you have all this time in between these 2 chords to get your fingers back on the fretboard for the right structure. What it also does is it strengthens your 3rd and 4th finger, so you could scoot that up, play the first fret to get a G sharp, A sharp, B, C, so on and so forth. Same thing works with the C major, played in all different forms, and then you could work it up to a C sharp, a D. Notice how this D is a bar chord used for chucking, or as we call it here, shanking. So basically using it as a rhythm tool, we don't allow one note to be legato. They all become staccato. So this is a great tool to be able to use this G major or this C major and move it on up. Now this also works for D. If you can play D with your second finger right here, not this D, but this D, then you of course can take this shape, move it up a half step, and then bar the first fret, giving you a D sharp. E, E sharp, or F, F sharp. So what happens is any shape that you can play down here, if you can do that with rhythm by going one switch, keep this right hand going, you could do it in whole notes. And then when you get it in whole notes, you could try it in 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, and that gives you half notes, right? And then if you try it on every downstroke, those are quarters. And then if you try it on down and upstrokes, these are eighth notes. And then if you try it on these two, going 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, and then you put 1E and a 2E and a 1E and a 2E and a 1E and a 2E and a 1E and a 2E and a, these are 16th notes. And then if you're so near it, you can even do what this allows you to do. That right hand exercise gives you a beat, a circadian type of rhythm where you could find the 1. By moving the chord to the same chord, you get familiar with how to play the same chord, different fingerings, and then those fingerings just move up. So if you wanted to take the same shape you would play, let's say for a D major to a D minor, by flattening that median, taking that same structure and moving it up with a bar chord, you could get a D sharp minor. Well, if you wanted to play an F minor, you know how to do that now, opposed to an F major, which is just the standard one you learn. If you're looking forward to more chords, you could go to the website and check that out. Otherwise, check out this lesson. Try to play 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night, and I swear in 2 weeks you're gonna be tops. Aloha.